Today it looks like you will have the pleasure of listening to a more softly spoken me, because at the time of recording it's 4 a.m. where I'm at. As you know, God has blessed me with immortality, or wait, it was called insomnia. So I gotta chill out and fill my spare time with some meaning in my life. So I have been feeling a little nostalgic, and I'll explain why. And I can tell you that is not happening. That is not happening. But lately I've been browsing the Twitters and stumbled upon this one dude who can't even spell his name right, but he claims to be a programmer or something like that. Anyway, this particular person was complaining about the grammar and the use of English in things like bug reports, asking for help, and stuff like that. So this prompted me to go and read some more of my older comments from YouTube and dig through some mail that I've been receiving, and even some recent mail. And yeah, the nostalgia in me started brewing up, you know, to not come back to fan game as of right now, which I think was the correct choice. But it did prompt me to go to a place long time ago in a galaxy far away. Yes, for those of you who only know me as the guy who was working on some public resources, I actually did make some Pokémon's games before that. And one of my more acclaimed game was a game of my own creation. Acclaimed, I don't think we've ever reached that status though. So I've gotten this thing up again, and I have it in front of me, and I just wanted to go through some stuff, you know, experience the game a bit. And the thing is, I know I already uploaded this game once, yeah, and I took it down, but I've decided, you know what, since I don't really care about the stuffs and what happens to the stuffs, I'm going to re-upload it again, and this time keep it fully open to any one of you. So this game is going to be uncompiled, it's going to be unedited. So basically it's the same project that I've had while I was working on it. And you're going to see, if you dig actually into the project, if you go look through the codes, yeah, this was made between 2009 and 2012. And thank God, thankfully I have improved my coding skills since then. So the difference is really noticeable when it comes to this game in general and what my current standards of quality are in the projects and the resources that I publish right now. But yeah, this was a game I made a long time ago, and it's the Pokemon. I never had a solid plot, so I just mumbled together something version, not really. Yeah, it was a game, one of those, you know. And the greatest thing I've learned from this game is that I've used this game in the best way you can when it comes to promotion. So I didn't have anything done yet, and I started making a thread on it, and then as soon as I did something like minor, something small, something insignificant, I would immediately post it to everywhere I could, onto YouTube, onto Poké community. I mean, it got down to a point, even when I took a dump in my bathroom, I would take a picture of the dump and then put the dump onto the site where all the dumps converge, DeviantArt. So this was pretty much my whole experience, and you know, trying to generate as much hype around the game and exposure, I guess, publicity, and something like that. But in retrospect, that's probably not the wisest way of going about doing your projects. Even if you have an idea, even if you have something worked out, I've learned that it's better to hold back on the details you release to the public. But then again, what did I know back then? That was 2009, starting off in 2009. Long time ago, like 9 years ago. Who would have thunk it? But yeah, I pretty much didn't know anything. I just like did a hobby that I thought was cool and stuff like that, and it eventually led to this mass of I don't know, it's an amalgamation of stuff that comes together, but nothing really solid or concrete. And fret not, this is not going to be a full let's play or playthrough of the game. I will not, you know, punish you with such cruel antics. No, I'm just going to ramble about while I'm clicking around in this game, and I wanted to take a look at it as well before I did anything. Should I use the mouse and keyboard, or just the keyboard? Yeah, I'll just use the keyboard. See, some things could have been improved, like right at the beginning here. Anyways, yeah, Blue Chrome was where it all started. I think that was the thing that got me into programming, because before I started, I didn't go with some smaller projects, you know. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to go into, I don't know, HTML and CSS and just make a small thing, or print hello world with some other script or something like that. No, I said, you know, I said screw it all. I'm just going to make the Pokemons that I want to make immediately. And of course I was a complete noob, and yeah, I got my fair share of criticism, most of it constructive, some of it personal. But eventually, you know, if you remember my last rambling video, I said, you know, I feel unaccomplished and everything, but I did learn a few things from my interactions with people and stuff like that. The main point of this video, though, is there's two camps of people right now. One of those that aren't aware that I'm stopping with this thing, and the other ones that are wondering what's going to happen to the old resources. So, for those of you who are not in the Discord server, I've already released all of my unfinished, unpublished resources out for you to enjoy, and for them to brick your game and brick everything in your life and stuff like that. That includes the Pokédex, that includes the new Pokégear, that includes the additional splash animations, you know, for weather that I've been working on. That even includes some EBS animations that are not in EBS. So basically everything that I could find in my projects that I didn't finish and that I never, you know, uploaded as a public resource, you can grab it on the Discord. And also a link to this thing right here, unencrypted, uncompiled. Like if you have Fireworks, you can even go ahead and edit the graphics. So all of this is going to be available for a quick and easy download. To be honest, I don't really know what you want this for, but you know, let's go Matkip. Yeah. Since this is a pretty ancient system, and 2009, I think 2009 was around the time. Yeah, 2009, Blue Chrome still used the old DS layout for the screens, but in 2010, I'm pretty sure that's when I got my first iPhone. And surprise, surprise, it inspired a new interface, you know, a smartphone-looking interface thingy. But my main focus on this game was like to polish up the cutscenes and all that stuff as much as possible. So some of the polished up scenes may have been elongated needlessly, I guess, because there's a lot of dialogue at the beginning, there's a lot of dialogue throughout the whole game, and stuff like that. But ooh, look at this battle system. I have to say the Elite battle system is so much more superior to this. It's not even funny. It's not even a fair contest. Yeah. How are you liking this 4 AM voice? I mean, since I never sleep, I may do these sort of videos more often. Oh, I actually have an idea for another one of completely unrelated, nothing that's ever been on the channel videos. Type, you know, Cyber Dragon type thing. Like the one and only video you'll never see. And then I have another video that I'm thinking of, and this one is going to be for discussion. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to make that final discussion video, because I'm super confused, you know. Yeah, super confused about the state, because I mean, I killed all my... Oh, that actually, one cool thing, I did lose monetization on YouTube, but I didn't lose the partnership features, so I can still schedule uploads and do stuff as usual. But anyway, I killed my AdSense account and all that stuff. But the weird part is, ever since the last video, I've gotten around like 24 new subscribers. So we've crossed the threshold of 1,500. I think we're at 1,504 last time I checked. maybe more by now. I don't really know. Look at this guy, he's still talking. But yeah, so it begs the question, why are people still subscribed? Because somebody obviously wants some value out of the channel. And what value? See, that's puzzling me. So this is a discussion I would like to have a bit later. You know, once I put this video together, gather my thoughts properly, buy a lavalier mic maybe do some outdoor shooting, you know? You never know, spice it up here. I doubt you'll see a face reveal anytime soon or ever, but you know, maybe you'll see an environmental reveal, because we've been having some pretty shitty winter storms around here. Snowstorms, almost said sandstorms. But yeah, so much snow, man. So much snow. Okay. Anyways, I think you get the gist of what's playing on the screen right there. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, a trip to nostalgia lane. Just wanted to let you guys know, get the stuff if you want to get the stuff, if it's going to help you with your projects. Whoop, I have no use for it anymore. I'm probably going to be doing these sort of things for my other private projects that I've had. For example, my SJWare, which is more heavily focused on UI development and not actual game development, but the last rewrite that I did for it is actually written in RGSS in RMXP, so you can edit it from RMXP. You know, just to play around with it a little. It was basically through the final phases of my public resources. That was like the sandbox that I've used to test out all my new ideas, my new scripts, new, you know, stuff to manipulate files, file compression, then the whole script fetching thingy, script injection, blah, 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 and all that kind of cool stuff. So at some point, I'm going to also release that to the public. So for now, you're going to have Primal Silex as an open source. You already have my unfinished work. And then for the SJWare and whatever else I find, I guess you'll get it as well. And maybe even some cool scripts from my what's its face, my RMXP version of Taikhanite, before, you know, I decided to make the switch to Unity and like do everything from scratch. So I guess that could be cool. I'm going to quickly, just before I promise, you know, something empty and don't deliver on those promises, I'm probably going to make a video if I released those things as well. But this does not mean that I'm back into the community. I'm just, you know, taking out the trash, pretty much. If that makes sense. It totally makes sense to me. I don't know why it wouldn't make sense to you. But yeah, for my own project, my RPG project, yeah, I had some stuff like inventory, handlers, data, item metadata. What else? Ooh, my new dialogue system. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's cool. Controller module, which is something I'm working on, but it's not public. Class extensions, error message replacement. I mean, there's some cool stuff in here, like minimap drawing, game UI, crafting system, tile screen, responsive, you know, stuff, targeting system, sensing system, orb data, pixel movement. Yeah, there's quite a bit in here. So I may like Frankenstein it and release some things. Just, I don't know, just keep out. Look, if you're not in Discord, you probably should be on the Discord. There's still some people on the Discord. You'll get some value out of the Discord. And occasionally I shall shitpost on the Discord. But most likely I will dump all my excess garbage while I'm cleaning my PC of all my past, you know. I gotta dump all my porn, and so that's done. And now I gotta dump all the game dev stuff. And yeah, that includes some other projecty thingies. So I might do some snippets of that as well, you know. I don't know, something to think about. Yeah, but discussion for what the hell is going on the channel. Why are you guys still